be wasted, destroyed of flesh. You see that? Now what did we say Esau's name meant? We said that his name meant wasted away. Aishash. So clearly, Numbers chapter 12 and 12 is speaking of Esau being born with flesh wasted away. Now what was the subject of Numbers chapter 12 verse 9 through 12? Of Miriam having leprosy. So what does that prove? That Esau's name Aishash, okay, describes his actual condition, skin condition of leprosy, therefore proving that he was different than all the men on the earth, therefore proving that he was different from David. Okay, now why did they use the word Adamanaya, meaning of a brown color? Because that's the only word that they had to describe a light-skinned color, light-skinned color. But then he had to go further and call his name Aishash, because he was not a light-skinned color, but his skin was destroyed. His skin was wasted away, meaning he had leprosy, meaning he was a white man. So that's the whole breakdown of it. Okay, that's the whole breakdown of King David, okay, being a black man. All right. Now why was Esau's skin? What's the further proof that Esau's name is Aishash and that he was different from David? That David was a black man and Esau was a white man? The word his name meant Esau's name in the Hebrew is Aishash, or Aishashwa, meaning to be wasted away. Now let's go back to Numbers chapter 12 again and read that scripture. Because I'm gonna go a little further, man. We already proved that David was a black man, so I'm gonna go a little further. Numbers chapter 12 verse 12. And let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb. Now it says, let her be as not one dead. Now, the thing that gives us our color, different shades of color of our skin, is how much carbon is produced in our skin. The different amount, if you have more carbon, your skin will be darker. The less carbon you have, your skin will be lighter. Now the so-called white man calls it melanin, but he got that from a Greek goddess named Melanaeus, okay, which they used to describe blackness. Okay, so as I was saying, it says, let her not be as one dead, whom the flesh is half consumed. Now anything that lacks carbon on the earth is dead. Okay, now let's get it. This is Wikipedia talking about carbon. It says organic elements. It says the basis of life is carbon. You see that? So carbon is the thing that has life. That's why I said let her be as not as one dead, meaning lacking carbon, of the flesh half consumed, meaning that's how the white man is. Now let's go back to King David again, because we're gonna prove it to you that Esau, the fucking white man, knows that King David was a black man, and that word behind Ruddy and Adamanaya means of a brown color, whether it be light brown or dark brown. And he knows that when you go to Genesis chapter 25 and they use the word Adamanaya, they were just describing that Esau was a light color, but then Isaac had to verify that Esau had leprosy by calling his name Aishash, or Aishashwa, meaning wasted away skin. So 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 12 in the New Living Translation Bible, okay, it says, so Jesse sent for him. He was dark and handsome. He was dark and handsome, with beautiful eyes. And the Lord said, this is the one, anoint him. So as David stood there among his brothers. So the point is, David was a black man. They use the word dark because they're saying that David was black. He was a light-skinned black man. like something like the elder Tahar. Alright. Now, let's go to Genesis chapter 25. Let's see if they got that word, if they gonna say Esau was black. Because that same word, Adamanayah, is right there behind red, and that means the earth. It says, Genesis 25 and 25 in the New Living Translation book, it says the first one was very red at birth and covered with thick hair like a fur coat, so they named him Esau. It says, so they named him Esau. Now, if you got the same word behind number 16, and then you got the same word behind Genesis 25 and 25, which is Adamanayah, then why would you say one means red and then the other means dark? Why would you call King David dark? Okay, and that word behind this Adamanayah, and then the same word and then the next Genesis 25 and 25 you're gonna say that Esau was red, and then the word behind red is Adamanayah, because they know that there was a difference, and that the word Adamanayah really means a brown color on down to a light color, but they knew that Esau's name is Aishash, meaning that he had leprosy. That's why they go on to say right here, so they named him Esau. Why? Because of his red color. Okay, so with that, man, I mean, that's basically the point, man. As a matter of fact, I want to get the scripture in Job real quick. I'm going to read Job chapter 13 verse 4 first. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all positions of no value. Okay, and that's what the white man is. He's a liar, man. Okay, and then let me get Psalms chapter 50. Chapter 58. Psalms chapter 58 and 1. Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. And what is the wickedness? The white man is fucking making these lies up, trying to fuck you up, man. Telling you that King David was white. Alright? It says, yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb, they go forth, they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. It says, their poison is like the poison of a serpent, they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth their ears. Alright? Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he? Meaning that the so-called white man is the damn wicked, man. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Now David was a judge. So the white decided to try to cover the face of David by switching the word Ruddy and changing the whole meaning with his new speak. But guess what? The Most High has revealed it to us what that word really means and the true understanding on it and how to break it down. Okay? And all that comes from the Most High, man. I didn't get this knowledge on my own. The Most High gave it to me to give to you. And this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 9. They that put their trust in him, and the him is talking about Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him, for grace and mercy is to his saints, and he had care of his elect. Okay, so that's how I received the understanding to bring this out. Now, this is the last scripture. Get the book of Obadiah. Okay, the book of Obadiah, verse 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up? Simple. The Most High has given us the knowledge. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom Akim and Akwatim and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Baraka.